Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So yesterday we finally received our solo and alliance and Battlegrounds rewards, and I was quite shocked when I saw my score, because I definitely knew of quite few people with more points. But at the same time, as I said at the beginning of the season, I wanted to see how far do, let's say, X amount of units go in this event. And they did go further than I expected. I thought I'm going to end up in top 500, top 250. But if anything, it was a very good indicator of how badly Kabam had butchered Battlegrounds in general as a game mode, especially at the start. And that kind of really dropped people's participation, where vast majority of the people either didn't play with Elder's Marks at all, even the ones that they got for free, or just use the free ones. In full disclosure, I know that there are going to be some willing to immediately jump at me and saying, like, but you told everybody not to use units for Elder's Marks, so on and so forth, and you used them to begin with. And I immediately want to address that, because in situations like this, I'm always damned if I do and damned if I don't. Because initially, on the day one launch, obviously, whilst pretty much everything was up in the air because we got the information late, I did get some Elder's Marks. And then throughout the stream and later on giving my feedback, I also wanted to see exactly what Kabam expected people to do and how much it would cost. So, what people do not understand is that this is my job. And this is how I make my livelihood and living. And at the same time, throughout the season, I got some comments of people saying, why are you playing Battlegrounds at all? You shouldn't be touching that game mode if you say it's so bad, and so on and so forth. But then I do an arena stream, and then I have far more people saying, this is boring, this is shit, can you please play some Battlegrounds? So, it's again one of those situations where I'm damned if I do, where I'm damned if I don't. I can promise you, everything that I have said on this channel, I do mean it. And there was a very good reason why I said I do not recommend an average player using units for Elder's Marks. Therefore, you know, live vicariously through me, but I do not think it would be worth it for vast majority of the players. That being said, obviously you're free to disagree with my decisions or actions, and in which case, you know, please accept. Well, no, I'm not even going to apologize, because as I said before, I meant what I said, and I did what I said, because at every single point throughout the season, I never hid the fact that I was using Elder's Marks for a significant portion of my matches. Right, getting to that, then, I ranked in 28th in the solo event, which, as I said, was higher than I expected it to be. With the multiplied points, I scored 1.752 million points. Without that, I was at like 580k, something like that. 580 some thousand points. You can do the math, you can just divide it by 3. And the most important question, what did it cost? Right? That is always the most important question. How much did it cost me to rank in top 30, which is what, third highest bracket? Obviously, congratulations whoever came first or got in top 10. I spent about 5,000 units to get here. Was 1 Odin, I think, and 2 850 bundles, and then 1 or 2 of the 275 unit bundles, I believe. For which I do receive a 6-star generic awakening gem, 100 generic 6-star 6 stones, and 14,000 6-star shards. And an important question, I suppose, here comes. Was it worth it? You know, would I do it again knowing that these are the rewards that I get? And for me, the answer here is, on an individual level, I don't think so. I think I could have spent no units or very few units and ended up with somewhere here. with a class gem, 40, still 106 stones, just not all of them generic, and few less 6-star shards. Or definitely, assuming, let's say I spend absolutely no units, and just play with Elder's Marks that you get for free, or very, very, very few units, was it, like, for 5,000 units, do I think, given the fact that this required also, obviously, a lot of playing, and discounting the fact that I'm content creator, because again, this is where the difference comes into play. I was going to play the Battlegrounds either way, a lot, because I streamed a lot. That was a good content to create, and I was kind of like, doing both things at the same time. If I would not be streaming, if, I would only play Battlegrounds more for rewards, less for enjoyment, do I think that, spending a lot of time over the course of a month and 5,000 units is worth these rewards on a solo level scale? I don't. I do think that, 5,000 units probably would be better invested saving up for gifting event or whatever is going to come in its place. And I do think that, Cyber Weekend deals probably going to be a good thing. So, especially if I would be playing on like a relatively low budget, and again, not doing it on streams, I still, even though I ranked much higher than I thought I would, the more I process it, the more I think about it, I don't think at a solo level it was a great investment. 5,000 units plus all the effort and time to get this. As a content creator, yeah, of course, because I was going to do those streams anyways. But as a player, no, I don't quite think so. I'd rather save those for like, big offers, big sales, something like that. However, there is a big caveat to it. There is a very big caveat, which is the Alliance event. My Alliance, ranked in 26th, which is actually very unfortunate. And I was like the most active player. Without the points from me, because out of all the Alliance, like, with the points multiplied, we ended up at 9.5 million, and 1.5 of that was me by myself. And without a doubt, that improved my Alliance rating. This is one thing that did kind of, not annoy me, but disappoint me. Because obviously, when you put in a lot more effort than an average or pretty much everybody else, and then, you see other alliances way ahead of you, it does kind of give you that feeling. It's like, if only other people did more. I'm not going to hold it up against anybody, of course, at all. Because, it was my own even recommendation, because I don't quite think it's worth it. But when you combine these points and the fact that you get, more stuff here, if you put it in a bundle of your Alliance rewards and solo rewards, at that point, I do think it is a good value. So my takeaway here is, I do think it would have been worth doing as a regular player, not as a content creator, if you can get majority of your Alliance on board. Because then we, instead of getting half a catalyst of each, for instance, we could have easily gotten, well, maybe not easily, but we have gotten, let's say, if we equal it out, if every single person put in as much effort as I did, average, because I was top 30, we could have finished in the first place as an Alliance. But even if you don't, if you would finish in like 2nd, 5th, at that point I think it would be worth it, because you get like a full catalyst of each, and 30,000 of those Elder Marks, or if you finish first. So my takeaway so far about Battlegrounds is that it would be worth using units if you're in an active Alliance and you get majority of the people on board, because then the rewards are significantly better. Like, if you get here, it's double the amount of tier 5s, rank 4 materials that we got, and it's like double the amount of Battleground tokens, with trophy tokens, which are also quite important. So if this would be, in a similar level as my solo ranking, I think that 5,000 unit commitment would be worth it. Because then with those 5,000 units, obviously you get a ton of 6 stones, you get that Awakening Gem, you would get a full rank 4 catalyst from each, you'd get a bunch of tier 5 CCs, and a whole bunch of trophy tokens that you can get you know, more rank up resources and stuff like that in which case, yes, I do think it would have been worth it. So congratulations to every alliance who did rank up quite highly. We just missed out on top 25 as well, which kind of pissed me off. But yeah, obviously there is that hope that as a team we would have scored higher and ranked higher, and then I think also the individual investment would have been worth it. So those are my full thoughts, actions, and costs of everything. Unfortunately, I did not count exactly how many matches I did and stuff like that. I did also do plenty of matches with just energy. And also, it's worth noting that throughout this event, throughout the first season, I went on holiday for like over a week, at which point I pretty much didn't play it at all, like any game, and like I completely missed out the protect meta, for example, and I barely played the dodge meta, at least not too much. And that means that you do not have to be playing 24/7 to rank. You know, I did play quite a lot of Battlegrounds when I did, but at the same time, you know, for over a third of the time, I was completely away, not playing any matches at all. So it doesn't mean that every day you have to knock in X amount of hours and stuff like that, which is kind of a good thing. But here we are. So now that I have rambled this long, I hope you guys... well, let me know what you guys think. And obviously, Season 2 is going to be a lot different in terms of cost and participation, because now energy also counts on an individual and solo events. So I do think there are going to be more people kind of trying for higher ranks in general. But this is going to be... because you guys have been so patient with me, let's open one featured 6-star hero crystal. Let's just go for it. This crystal has absolutely laughed in my face. Crystal has absolutely destroyed and demoralized me. There is one champion that I'm after, and I have opened so many of these. I have clearly started saving for the next 6-star featured, but there's just this lingering sense of defeat from this featured crystal, because I have been hunting Scorpion for so long, so much, and here it is, and it scrolls past, and nothing's happening, and I get Elsa Blast. Whatever, Elsa. You know what? I'll open another one. I'll open another. That's my Elsa 660 now. I predict that next champion that I get in this crystal is going to be either Science or Mutant. That is my prediction. Science or Mutant. Let's see. Let's see whether I'm right or not. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. Do I finally get a Scorpion? Can I finally get a Scorpion? Nope. And it wasn't even a Science or Mutant. But it was a Drax. Wonderful. Drax is also in the upcoming 6-star feature, I think. Sweet. Sweet baby Drax. Okay, I hate you all. Okay, that's it. Enough of 6-star features now. I'm gonna be done with you. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'm gonna catch you guys later. See ya. Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about